Hi guys, welcome back. Well, it looks like the Louisiana swamp worms and my gusanito are making a comeback. So I lifted this up and then I went and got my phone. But look, they are everywhere. Remember I told you I hadn't looked at this in months? Well, the chow I put on the surface bought up the ones that were still living in there, but they were like too small for me to see. So yeah, here they are. They're doing well though. They're skinny and little still, but you watch in time, they're gonna start getting nice and fat. And they're really enjoying this moist bedding. Yeah. But they're so little still. But you know, you watch, they're gonna multiply and they'll get about the size of red wigglers, more or less, you know. I've seen some go a little bigger, or I've seen some go a little smaller. But you see, they're a very calm worm. They're not wild like the blue worms. The blue worms of the worm world are like the party animals. They're nuts. They're fun though. Some people like raising them alone because they're entertaining. They really are. If you like a worm that's like adventurous, that's the one for you. So these towers, I like to give them a little air because I'm not raising these worms for breeding purposes. I just want them to compost my food. And I like putting oxygen in the bedding, and by doing that, you just mix everything up to get air in there, because without air, oh man, it will stink really bad. So the bag is still here. They like the bag. So I was surprised to see that many, honestly. I didn't think that we were going to have that many in here. I was surprised to see that many. Let me see if I could scoop them out of here. Look at them. They're like, yay, fresh food, fresh water. Let's go. And you know, it's okay if they're up here. I don't really care. They don't, see, they're near the holes, but they don't escape the holes because honestly, they have no reason to. You know, all the food, and as I say, that one goes right through the hole. Well, in his defense, I did push him there. So as long as they're happy in their home, usually worms will not take off on you. But you know, they're unpredictable. They're a living creature, so you can't say 100% because you never know what they're gonna do. They go by their environment, by food source, and that's what drives them. So we're gonna see. Let's check the bin underneath it. And let's see what's going on there. So down here, it's even more wet. Look, that's like too wet because that will create stuff that comes out of there. Because, you know, gravity, for all the moisture from the top one, goes down here. So down here, I'd like to add some shredded paper and just have it absorb the extra moisture. But you know, there are worms down here. I do see a few, not many. They've all mostly, the ones that are left have gone up to that one. But yeah, this is, do you see, if it's like this is way too wet. Not good. Not good. And I don't see many worms here. And probably because it's too wet and they've gone up. They had a way to move away from the moisture. I wonder what's down there. Let's see. I don't know if I could touch my phone with this finger. Look, guys, perfect example of a bin that's too wet. Look at the water. It's in the spigot, so if I were to open that up, it would pour out. And you see this sludgy stuff, it's too much. Right now, it doesn't smell bad, but if I were to leave this here, it probably will. So what I do with this sludgy stuff is I take it and I put it right back in the bin because I'm going to add paper to it and hopefully it'll absorb all this stuff. This just feels like cake mix. Mushy and soft. It doesn't smell though. It doesn't smell because it hasn't had a chance to sit here too long because, you know, I check my bin often. Yeah, that's way too wet, guys. So here I shredded some paper and I'm just going to sprinkle it on top. And I usually just go like this. And all that extra paper will absorb all that liquid that's coming down from the other one. Yeah, we're just going to push it down in there a little. Because my goal is not to get that stuff down there, castings. I just want the moisture absorbed. And if the worms go down here and they feel like eating it, then that's okay. They can do that. But right now we're just going to add the paper for moisture. And just squeeze it in there. I'm just going to top it over in here. There. I'm already seeing it absorb water. All right. So these little guys, I'm going to give them a little bit of chow on the top tray just to continue to fatten them up and bring them up for eating. Let's do that. There we go. Everything went sideways a little. I'm going to continue to leave their bag, but let's give them some worm chow. So let's give them some chow. I'm not going to give them too much because they're not a lot in here. I'm going to put their wet bag on top. I'm not going to wet this because obviously it has a lot of moisture. So we're going to leave the water part out. And then I'm going to cover it. And I'm going to let these guys just continue to go down and they will find the food. And they'll go and eat it. And then we're going to see how long it's going to take these guys to fatten up. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We're going to keep progress on this tower, the gusanito with Louisiana swamp worms in it. So guys, check out my other channel, The Garden and Worm Lady. And if you need worms or supplies, thegardenandwormlady.com. I'll see you next time. Take care.